Hey everyone, back again, another video. This uh this is a weird one. So in light of getting the new quad, I've been digging out my old moto gear and I pulled out my favorite helmet. The one that fits me the best, has the best feel, the lightest helmet that I have. And while I was pulling it out, I was like, okay, I gotta take off my green, frog head cover and find out what the hell is clicking in here, so that I gotta clean it up. I mean, it's been sitting on a shelf for ages, and I dropped it. And this one. This little, this is the air vent on the top of the thing. This piece in here had broken off. It literally just broke off, and the little air vent opening piece here, that closes the air vent, that opens it, so you get some air in your helmet. You can open it up. I mean, this little piece of plastic just kind of snapped off, and it I was like, man, that sucks. But I dropped it, and this whole piece broke off. These two pieces came flying out, and I was like, oh man, I gotta glue that back in. And then I realized something. There's no air vent. This literally just sits over this here, and the air that goes through this literally just goes through here and out this back half. It's supposed to have an air vent up here. There's no air vent. So I was like, okay, I wonder. So I pulled off the other one. Pulled it off. There's literally no air vents in this entire helmet. These are the fuel helmets that you get from Walmart. And I swapped out the lens for a gray lens. Because, I mean, hell, we've got more bright days than dark days. So, took off the air vents, and there's nothing there. There's literally no ventilation. All it does is lead to the foam insulation on the inside, this hardened foam. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up these holes a bit, because there's a lot of snot in there from when they put these in. What they did was they put this in the holes, and then they just gobbed glue on it. It's not even a press fit or anything like that. It's just glue. So I'm going to clean the glue out of these holes so that there is a form of ventilation through these little holes. I mean, granted, it's not going to be like a lot of ventilation, but it's going to vent out throughout all these little holes. I mean, we've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 holes on the top. So even just the smallest breeze that goes through these holes is enough to cool off the head. And I mean, that's so weird. That is so weird. I mean, and I'm looking at this stuff, and the more I'm looking at it, the funnier it is, because you've got, okay, put this on my my shoulder here. You've got this mouth vent. This mouth vent right here is you're supposed to be able to close it and open it. It goes nowhere. There is nothing in there. There's nothing in there at all. There's no ventilation in there at all. These little side panels inside, they're completely sealed. It looks like there's holes there, but it goes to a plastic piece. There's nothing there. There's no ventilation here. There's no ventilation up here. And this vent here goes straight to the forehead piece. There's no it's a hard foam piece in there. Here, let's see. See? There's no ventilation. So now I know why this helmet, while the most comfortable one that I have, now I know why it was so hot all the time. I mean, yeah, it's the cheapest one that I have. I mean, I've got a helmet in there that cost me $700, but I mean, I've got my green one. I've got my super expensive one. I've got the Ruroc helmet. Got the Halo series helmet. But, you know, all of the helmets, out of all the helmets, this is the most comfortable one. And, you know, now looking at all of this stuff, I'm like, man, there really isn't anything there. I mean, I'm pulling this open to get to that vent, and it's solid. It's a solid piece. There is no vent there. I'm gonna pull out the whole mouthpiece. It's solid. That is so weird. And yes, I'm gonna be gluing this stuff all back in. But yeah, the piece that's, look, that's the vent. That's the vent. It's a solid piece of plastic. There's no vent there. That's crazy. That is so crazy. I mean, it's literally designed for a vent, but there is no vent. I mean, what I'm gonna do is shake out this goofy glue crap they got in here. I'm gonna shake that out, and I'm going to use some of my good construction hot glue and remount the mouthpiece here. I'm going to remount this mouthpiece. Since there's screws in this this faceplate, I'm going to unscrew this, take this off, and see for myself if here, pull out this headpiece if I can. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, my microphone headpiece for my camera system. What I'm going to do is take that piece out. I've got all the foam replacement pieces and everything. What I'm going to do is unscrew this faceplate and see if I can find something here, because I mean, I don't see how they could. I don't see how they can put a place for a vent and then not have an actual vent. Okay. I mean, it is so weird, isn't it? You'd think that, you know, somebody out there would have been like, hey, we didn't put a hole here for the vent. I mean, those are some teeny tiny screws. Look at how tiny that screw is. Okay. There. Okay. Yeah, I just unscrewed it. There we go. Just unscrewed it. There we go. Yeah, it's covered in glue. The same glue that is this same glue that's in here is what's holding this shut. Yeah. Yeah, the vent is completely glued shut. And hold on. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be cool. Hold on. Over molded. Dude, that is crazy. It's literally over molded. They didn't cut out the piece. I got half of it out. Hold on. Yeah. I got half of it out. See? They didn't cut the plastic out. They didn't cut the plastic out for the mouthpiece. They molded it, assembled it, and never once thought, hey, maybe we should take that molded plastic out of there so that the vent that's there works. Okay. It's all glued shut. Now this explains so much too, like why is it so damn hot in this helmet? And here I sit with the helmet, opening it up, and it's completely sealed. There. Now you can see in there. See? Look at that. Now it's an actual damn vent. Now what I got to do is okay. Let's see how this fits. Yeah. Inside the lost that. Inside the inside the little mouthpieces here is also over molded. They didn't take off any of the rubber on the inside. They just molded it, glued it in, and called it a day, not realizing that, hey, there is supposed to be holes here. Yeah, so for those of you who get, there we go. Hey, you can see through them now. You can see through it. Huh. All this was just bubbled over, like it was a mold over. And just because I'm me, I might actually cut these open even more, because I like my oxygen, man. I really, really like my oxygen. It makes me feel good. But yeah, I mean, that is crazy. That is crazy. There's more glue. Yeah, look at this glue. It is everywhere in here. And all it is hot glue. All it is hot glue. That's all that held this damn thing in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my modeling hot glue gun out, the really good one, the $50 freaking hot glue gun. Get my fancy glue out. Look at how much glue is in here. This is what's holding everything from, being usable. It's like everybody goes, well, Walmart helmets, they suck. Well, the fuel helmets are comfortable. They're more comfortable than all my other helmets. But, as you can see, they're not very quality controlled. I mean, the whole argument that I had, look how they folded all this stuff over and just glued everything around it. I mean, that's just crap. But soon to be fixed crap, because I'm gonna glue this up right. I'm gonna glue it back in here, nice and pretty like. And once it's back in here, the way it's supposed to be, then I'm going to test it out, because I mean, now I actually have a vent. Granted, one thing that gets me is the air vents are on the sides, right there, here and here. The actual air vent is right in the middle. So let's see if we can narrow this down. Yeah. So okay. Yeah, where this dimple is, where the dimples are, that's where those air vents are. That's where the air vents are. But this vent here is here. And then where is it? Right. When you open this up, this vent goes to the back of this plastic here, and there is nothing here. There's no guide here for that air. So it's all just going into this. So I'm probably going to I'm going to stick something in here, like another piece of my foam, because I have this foam. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to, on the top of this, right under this, I'm going to fold this up. I'm going to put a small strip of foam here. That way this part sticks in a little bit. So when the air comes through the vent, it hits this and goes down and into this cavity. It'll hit this and come down into this cavity, which gives me better oxygen flow. That's what I'm thinking. So, yeah, I mean, granted, I'm gonna sand this. I'm gonna sand this crap off of here because, I mean, look at how crappy that is. They put these covers on and then clear coated the whole helmet. I'm gonna sand this and buff this gently, and I might clear coat it. I might just not, but I know I've got my stickers and stuff on here, but I wear an actual cover, and since I've now found why this helmet gets so hot, things should be a lot better now. So if you have the fuel helmets from Walmart, check your mouthpiece, check your top, check this whole chin strap, because I mean they glued the hell out of this, and there's literally there was no way for air to go through there. That is crazy. And once I put it all back together, I'm going to take my fan and I'm going to blow this as if, I'm traveling on the road, and I'm going to see what the air feels like coming through here. I'm really stoked about this ATV. I'm gonna get it in. I'm gonna see if they can pull it up and put it on the pad. That way I don't have to try to haul a 700-pound box crate uphill onto the patio. But if I can get them to back the truck in and put it on the pad and have it set up, then I'm going to set up my camera gear out there and do some filming of the unboxing, filming of assembly, all kinds of stuff. And one thing I did find out is that they don't ship with a battery. The battery is not included, so that's another $100 I got to spend. Oh well. For science. Okay, so I got this all back together. It's all fixed up. Everything's as it should be. Got these holes fixed up without all the glue and gunk in there. And the cool thing is let's see if I can. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, without the glue in the hole, all these holes vent straight into the helmet. So these damn things, the mounting holes that they made to mount this blocked every hole that could be used to vent. But with the new foam that I put a big chunk of foam in here right underneath this vent so that air goes in and gets diverted straight to the dimples here where there it is. The two dimples here where the actual vents are. And with that foam in there, it actually comes out the top where this vent hole is. So the air goes in and vents up to keep the visor from fogging. So now I actually have air that goes in and hits the visor to keep it from fogging up with my breath, and it goes to the inside vents where it blows air into my mouth area to keep me cool and to keep all the crap out of my face. I used some of my back to black stuff on this after I sanded down all the crud that was up here, because they put those things on and then they painted, like gave it a second coat, I think, and then clear coat, so it had this huge lip all the way around the outer edge. But the helmet is back, and it's way better than before. I've got this whole piece glued in. I glued the whole outside edge next to the vent. I glued this side, and I glued the bottom. I stuffed in that foam so that it's right underneath here. Makes everything work so much better. I put my fan on, and even my low fan, the keep me cool one. I mean, it's like a little fan about yay big. I can feel the air coming through here, and it's not like the air would be, for me going, 10, 15 miles an hour down a trail. So much better. Complete night and day. Removing the overmolding that was in here that blocked the actual vent. Complete change. The next thing that I'm looking into is to see how to get this vent off, because this vent literally goes to a piece of foam, like the actual like white foam, like you see in here, this white foam. That's all that's inside this. There is no actual, hole there that air goes through. There's literally nothing. So that's a little confusing. So I'm gonna look at how to get this piece off so that I can see what's underneath here. Because I mean, if it's got a vent here, then I'm going to see about opening up this vent too. That way I have, air coming up here, air right here, and air up here. That way it'll make this helmet so much better. And I'm not even affecting the actual foam that's in here that's meant to keep your noodle protected. I'm not removing anything that is, detrimental to my helmet actually working. Like these guys here, they serve no purpose except for what they look like. They look like they are important, but it's like they were just glued on. They serve no purpose. Taking them off actually makes it so that this is smooth and it won't snag on anything. I mean, it's so crazy. But gonna, get this set up with my Senna again, get my camera mounted, and away I go. I really gotta clean this lens. But yeah, I mean that vent right there just goes to this chunk of foam here. So I'm gonna see if there's wait, hold on. This has a inside liner I can. Oh, hey. There is a hole in there. Okay. There's a hole in there. What's that one? There is a hole in there. But hold on, get my little screwdriver here. I feel something chunky in there. Where's my little guy? A little flashlight. There we go. There it is. Little okay, hold on. There we go. Yeah. Chunk of plastic. Yeah. That. Okay. Yeah, there's a chunk of plastic in there. A whole bunch of foam blocking the vent. Okay. Well, I guess I won't have to do too much fiddling around. Is this one stuck too? This one's blocked too, I think. Oh. Okay, so yeah, this one's got a chunk of something. Yeah. So 2 chunks of plastic inside. Yeah, those are important vent holes. And they're blocked. At least they were blocked. Okay. Yeah, it's got a punch hole, but what they did, I'm guessing these are the punches that were supposed to remove that foam, but instead of taking the foam out, they left the punches in. Hold on. Yeah. See. Oh yeah. There's my thing that I was using to dig it out. Yeah. Look at all the freaking crap that was in there. I am coated in this stuff. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna have to vacuum again. Oh yeah. Oh man, made myself lightheaded there. Yeah, and those holes line up. Okay, I'm gonna possibly need to. Yeah, that's right where the sweatband is. So the holes are lined up right where the sweatband is. So I might have to modify that at least. No, that's a pencil. Need a pen. Yeah, I'll probably... What I'll do... Yeah, see. I drew... Yeah, that's where the holes are. Those two black dots right there. That's where the holes are for this forehead vent. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to take my my good hole punch, my fabric hole punch, and fabric hole punch there, so that the vents actually line up. Because that right there is pretty much right at the crown. Right here. Like, you have the sweatband here. This is where your forehead sits. And then right up here is the crown, right here. So that'll give me air up here going over the crown, vent holes up here on the top, air holes down here, and a vent that blows air up into the face mask or the visor, so it doesn't mess up my it won't mess up my oxygen and eyes. I'll actually be able to wear this and it be comfortable. That's going to be so much better. So if you get the fuel helmets from Walmart, check this. Check it all. Check it over every inch. Because that little bit of work turned this from the cheapest helmet into better than my expensive helmets. I mean, that is crazy. But, yeah. Again, I cannot wait to get that ATV in so I can get out there and show you guys what it can do. Because first trips are going to be around the side streets here, and then possibly head up the hill, go around the mountain, and then down to Oatman and take it through there, and then see how it fares on the Polaris Trail back to town, and then back home. So it's going to be a long trip. But I'll see you guys later.